Hi guys, my name is Dr. Rocker and today we will do another David Finch study stream from his Monday night draw season 1 book. Make sure to watch this video and draw along and do it a couple of times. You will learn so much. I got so many great responses from the first one I did. I also did another one with about Jim Lee. I hope you have drawn along with this one as well. You will learn a ton. Even I learn so much with doing all these. So take out your pencil and a piece of paper, cause it's time to draw! And don't forget to subscribe and check out my Instagram account. I do so much on Instagram at the moment, so don't miss out on that. But now, let's draw for real. Okay guys, and we will start off with this Superman right here. I love this piece, it's such an heroic pose. Unfortunately, it's in the middle of the page, but still, we will be able to see it good enough, I hope. So, let's start with the line between the shoulders, right here. Am I in the picture? Yes, I am. And a straight line. I will try to press hard enough. Usually I wouldn't press as hard with my 2B pencil right here, but I want you guys to be able to see it properly. So, the shoulders are a little bit back, drawn back from the Superman. So, which means the chest is in front, which is a very important part of this pose, I dare say. So we can see it properly. I will press hard enough, like I just said. Okay, very big rib cage, just like that. And also the rib cage is in front of the arm, so we can recognize better that the arms are stretched to the back, kinda. Okay, this is just a straight line through the whole body, which makes it quite easy. And yeah, about here, actually here should be the chin, because he's looking down at us a little bit. That's the head. Don't draw the head too big. Okay, and the arms are like that, like in a slight angle right there, and it comes out here. Dave always does like this when he does his gestures. About that, and we can see they are a little bit turning in our direction, so there's a little bit of a foreshortening here, but almost not to recognize. There are the pants. Look what I just did. Which line is the right one? Let's just find the right line first before we put in pants. But I guess it should be a little bit broader like that. I hope you guys still like those practice draw-alongs. I think they are so important, and I want you to have a really great experience here on my channel. I want you to learn a lot, because that's what's driving me. I get so many comments from you guys on how much you learned here, and this is my main goal with my YouTube channel. I want you guys to learn stuff. I don't want you guys to just play computer games. I want you to learn how to draw, because if you are able to draw, it's so much fun. You can get so much out of it. It's hard work, it definitely is, but you can get so much out of it, and it's way more fulfilling than just playing a game or watching TV or stuff like that. So please draw as much as you can find time to do so. We will need to make sure that this leg is long enough. The knee actually needs to be a little bit more further down, like that. I hope you guys are well. I hope this session will go well, because the kids are still inside. which always is a little bit scary, because you know my kids by now. Actually, if you know any kids, you know my kids, because I guess kids are all the same. They're noisy and full of life, but that's nice. But still, hard to work with them nearby. That's the downside. Okay. And our house isn't really perfect for stuff like this. If I would have a cellar or something like that, where I could go and draw and will not be disturbed, that would be easier, but that's not the case. Okay, we're already at the fist, and I will erase some of the help lines so you guys can see something. On the fist, I always have to make sure that I don't draw the hands too big. That's a little bit of a downside with the soft pencils. You tend to draw too big in a jiffy. This muscle right here is very big on the drawing, you can see it here. I hope you can see it properly, but I think it's good enough. Let me know down in the comments who of you was able to get one of these Monday Night Draw books. I would be really interested. How many of you got it? Because you need a credit card to purchase something like that. I think at least from our country. I'm from Austria, Europe, so there would be no other way than to use a credit card to purchase something on Kickstarter. So let me know, please. Okay, the collarbones are like here. The other hand is very similar to this one. This is a very nice way to start the bicep out from the chest muscle right here. There's the bicep. Very well drawn, David. You are the master. And it's where I learned a lot from. So these are not as hard for me as, for example, the Jim Lee study we did at the beginning of the year, if you remember. Jim Lee has such a crazy anatomy. I mean, maybe also Dave does, but that's the one I'm more used to. Okay, these knuckles are in this line, so let's just draw the knuckles like that. Then it's easier, and then we draw the other knuckles. Are those even called knuckles? I think they are. Let me know if I'm wrong. And sorry, really make sure that you do these properly, these draw along videos, and as often as you can find time. I got so many comments on how much these helped you, and yeah, you really should do these, because this part we are doing here is the absolute most important one from all these drawings. So make sure that you do these a couple of times, this video, and also go back and do the first one. Especially if you want to learn how to draw like David Finch. This might help a lot as well. This looks pretty good already. Let's just draw in some of the main muscle shapes. You know what? I will start with this one because I can see those better. There are not as much strong blacks. Just like that. Very jagged form here. And the other one, I will try to read them properly. They're like that. Okay, and just to have a finished gesture drawing, how I like to do them. He's looking a little bit down at us, I just realized. Let's just go ahead and draw in the eyes. And the nose. Very frowny looking mouth, like Dave does all the time. He's a dark artist, but I like that. Okay. Eyebrows, some hair up here. Interesting hairstyle for Superman, but it looks cool. Looks a little bit like a rockabilly hairstyle. Cool choice. A little bit of a thicker neck. Yeah, and that's about everything we need for our gesture drawing practice. It's more than gesture drawing practice. You can see we put in way more details, but you know what I mean. Next one. Okay, for the next one we will mix it up right away and do a female character, which will be challenging because I don't draw as many female characters as I should properly. But I tell this all the time. Seems like you guys mostly want to see male characters, but this is such a great pose and it should be fairly easy because it's mostly from the side, which makes it easier. There's a big circle, and then we make the curve for the leg. Also make sure that you can see there's a big a major, oh come on, it's a major thing in the shape. I'm sorry guys, I need to practice more English. But in my defense, who else would be able to do videos in another language? Okay. I think I meant edge. Whatever. There's the shoulder right here. This is a great pose of Red Sonja. The forearm is quite a bit foreshortened, looking towards us like this. And what's a little bit hard to read is this leg right there, because I think I have about the right angle here, but it's a bit too big. I'm sorry guys, it's a little bit too big here. I need to draw this again. If you draw along, maybe you got it right the first time, I didn't, so let's just try this again. Okay, it's better I guess. And this needs to be in the right angle because I want to get this right. I need to steal this pose, I really love it. Then there's the other leg coming out here. You know what? I should draw it properly. It's starting from here about, which makes sense actually. And then we go in this direction. And if we erase this, we should see, yeah, it's working. Okay, he didn't draw the feet because nobody wants to draw feet. I get that. Look at that. Can you see that? I'm drawing horrible feet. Now I have to draw them. not so important. Okay. We need to define this area now, because those are about the collarbones. They are very important. They are a very important landmark. Then we can go on. You can see this is the bicep already, starting off very up high, because she's making this movement with her shoulder like that. And there's the Finch muscle, as I like to call it, and a relatively big hand, because it's very near to us. This is the line for the knuckles. Always make a line for the knuckles. It's way easier to draw that way. She's holding a sword. There are the knuckles. Finger, finger. Those are a little bit more next to each other, which is very nice for a change. That's very important when you draw a hand like this. Don't draw it too perfect. Make it like this or like that. Looks way more interesting this way. I need to press harder again so you can see properly. And there's the thumb, like that. Looks funny without any weapon in the hand, but I guess that's how it should look. Correct me if I'm wrong. This is the muscle that goes to the thumb, which means like that. Okay, and here are all those. Then it looks cooler. Anyway, we want to focus on the gesture. We need a little bit more of this muscle right there, because she fights a lot of beasts, which means even though she's a very beautiful and thin woman, she has some muscles. And the muscle from the chest goes out here. If it would be a thin man, it would look like this. But it's a woman, so we have a breast. Breast starts off here and needs to go till here. And the other one is about here. I didn't do that right. I ignored that this line was a little bit too far off and thought it will work, but it didn't. I was too lazy. It's never good. Never good to be too lazy. This was a little bit too thick. I was here before, but we need to be here because this breast should reach the outline about here, because this one is leaning on the chest. Like that. Oh, Lawrence is coming to visit. Hi Lawrence, you're not supposed to be here. I need to work. I might need to stop for a bit. I like the manga approach on the head. Lawrence, what are you doing? Don't you want to go outside? Oh, he's playing with my toys. I have a lot of toys here. Okay, there are the eyes. Makes a big thing right there. And these are the eyebrows. Like that. Lawrence. I'm sorry guys. I will pause the video for a second. And bring him to his mommy. First, I want to draw in the hair real quick. Just like that. And she's got a lot of hair. You see, there's the end of the head, which is here, and there's the hair. Women look way younger if we draw in a lot of hair. He's playing so nicely. I don't even want to remove him, but I will have to tell him to go to his mommies now. You know what? We will be able to finish this still, real quick. I'm working as fast as I can. And the other hand would be about here, coming out here. Very easy hand. Wave from the side, like that. Finger. Now Lotte is coming as well. Lotte, what are you doing here? You're supposed to play at mommy's.
Yeah.
Yeah? Are you feeling good?
Yeah.
Okay, and that's about everything we need to draw for this gesture. And now I will get rid of the kids. See you in a second. Okay guys, I wasn't able to get rid of Lawrence, but we will manage. Now we will draw this dude right here. Which will be interesting because it's it's more of a Spider-Man body type, but still a bit more muscular. So let's just try and capture the essence of this one. It's a very good pose, very good. And I really loved Invincible, by the way. I don't know if you've seen it. It's very crazy. It's very graphic, I think that's what it's called. But I loved it. I guess there will be a new season quite soon. Maybe it's out already. I don't know. I will definitely watch it though. So very dynamic pose, and especially the legs, they are way more stretched out than you would think, I dare say. Let's just put a circle for the knee. He has this big knee cap. Lawrence is drawing in the background, so I thought, why not? Let's just keep him here. So I will try to draw with very confident lines here. So this arm comes down here. In a fist. It's a little bit foreshortened. I should take care of that. I didn't do that properly. Very standard fist. That's an easy one. At least this one it is. The other one will be a little bit complicated, but we will manage, you will see. 2 rows for the fingers. Markers right there. The head, yeah, the head is about here. He's looking down at his dad. His ass he just kicked. Sorry for the language, but it's just the way it is. Very foreshortened arm right here, ending about in this direction. A little bit of bicep and tricep. He's a young dude, so he's not that muscular yet. I should draw Invincible, but really ripped. That would be cool. Oh my, I need to do that. Very good, Lawrence. Lawrence just told me that he wrote so much. Very good, Lawrence. Super. Look, those are the knuckles. We make this line and those are the other knuckles about here. So the forearm is getting right into the knuckles. So let's just start with the index finger right here. There should be his knuckle, which is working. No, there's the thumb, as you have seen already. This one is standing out a little bit, so this one is coming down here. Coming down? Why did I just say that? So these are the fingers, like that. There are some more muscles right here, and this is a really cool part. I even did it a bit more extreme, but I like it. I will stick to that. He didn't do it that extreme, but sometimes if you do something different by accident and it looks cool, leave it. It's totally okay. Okay, we're almost done with the main gesture. Let's just put in the face a little. He has this funny costume with the eyes like that.
Papa, mal schön.
Sehr schön. Very good, Lawrence. He's asking me if I like what he's drawing. He's so cool. He's 2.5 years old and he really likes to draw already. I need to finish first, Lawrence. Then I will take care of you again. It looks a little bit off, because here there's just this little line and I have so much of it. I need to, ja, sehr schön. I need to fix that. What's the major problem? I guess because I did this so extreme, I'm too far off. But I will try and make this wider and this lower, so to kind of meet in the middle. And I guess it works. It's better, but it still looks a bit off. But it's a crazy pose actually. Okay, how are we looking? The muscles are about here. Yes, you did great, Lawrence. You will be a cool artist when you're older. So, similar to the pose we had before, the male one. Very jagged muscles. Yes, Lawrence. I'm sorry, guys. I hope you don't mind having this young spirit in the room with us. That's just the way it is. What can I say? He wants to be at his daddy's. Yes, very cool, Lawrence. It's not long enough. Am I in the picture? Yes, true. Okay, didn't draw in the mouth. Just like that. Yes, said Lawrence. I tried to learn them English already a little. I did it more with Lottie. She's 5 now and she's really good. She knows and understands so much in English. It's really cool. Yes, Lawrence. Lawrence, was heißt Vogel? Ja. Lawrence, sag mal, was heißt Vogel? Bird. Good. Very good. There are the collarbones. And from there are some of these strings right here. And you can also see his collarbone here. It's crazy, guys. Crazy pose. And he has such a big neck muscle, although he's so thin. Okay, but I guess that's it for this pose. I'm not too happy, but you know, I guess I got the essence, and I hope you guys did even better. Off to the next one. Okay guys, Lawrence is in the kitchen with mommy, so let's draw Black Panther next. Looks like a bit of a harder pose, but we will try to make it happen. So, there's the shoulder right there. And the middle of the body is about here. And we need to do the upper body properly. There's a lot of foreshortening going on. Just be aware of that. A lot of foreshortening. Then, the left, what's also important to recognize is that the left shoulder is very much in the body because it's looking towards us. So there's a very foreshortened upper arm, which should actually start here. Look at that. Out here. And here's the rest. We will take care of the hands separately later. There's the head. The head is about here. I need to press harder again. Old habits die hard. I recently watched Die Hard, by the way. Such a great movie. I mean, not the first time, of course. About the 12th time in my life, I guess, but it's still a great movie. Okay, this arm, the shoulder, is right here. And there's not much to be seen of the upper arm. And here's coming towards us. The right forearm. Here we have the chest. I drew it in a bit already. And, well, the chest muscle, and here's the chest. The overall chest is like that. Very big to be seen still. The most of the foreshortening takes place on the stomach muscles. There's a bicep producing out from the chest, and just like that, that should be the upper body. Maybe a little bit too short. I'm not sure if this is too short, but I will just go ahead and see how it looks. There's the crotch. This leg already needs to be quite small because it's not very new to us, and even more so with this one. And you can see there's a knee and there's a knee. They're in the same line, so it must be pretty small. And the leg has a bow like this. You can draw a circle. Lotte is not happy. Okay. You can see I did this way too big, because take a look. There's, wow, maybe not as much as I thought. Let me just draw in this one first. That's the hardest thing about drawing, to spot your mistakes and spot them properly. Very hard to do. that's where I feel it would be great to have a mentor who's telling you what's wrong. Am I still in the picture? Yes, I am. I always say am I still in the picture, but actually that's wrong, right? I mean to be seen on the video. Wouldn't know how to call this out properly. Okay, a lot of muscles, very muscular dude. But I guess it's working. It looks, this shoulder looks a little bit, it's too up high. You can see that. You know what? I will do it properly. Sorry guys, if you drew it exactly like I did, then you have to erase it as well. But you might even have done it better. So there's this line, and the shoulder, it's a little bit hard to draw because there's this stupid thing. I don't like that at all. There's the shoulder, there's the neck muscle, and there's this really cool shoulder, which needs to be even more low. And here is our upper arm again, and the lower arm. So that's better now. It's way better. We are getting there, people. This hand doesn't look too hard to do. I always try to start with these muscles and then do that. So this muscle is right here, should be working, and the other one about here. And this line, you see, goes like, is it on the picture here? This line goes like that, about. But let's just join the thumb real quick. About like that. And here's the index finger with the big claws, but they are easy enough to draw. And look, I made a mistake because, well, that's actually a bit off, I guess, but it looks good. It would start here. We can see this thing right there looks a bit off to me, but anyway. Oh, look, another mistake. I made this and it's like that. So I feel so stupid because I want to explain stuff properly. I can't talk, believe me, but if you don't know all the right words, you sound like an idiot. I'm not as stupid as I sound right there. Just let me tell you that. Okay. So this is the right arm, the right hand in this case. Let's just go ahead and do the left one right away. I want to do the shoulder first, of course, so everything is in order. This is very cool done. Like that. And then just some added muscles. And this goes into the chest muscle. Really cool. The bicep is here. Bicep, tricep. And there's the next bump. The next bump for the lower arm already. And here we go. And here needs to be our hand. Very David Finchy this is. Again, we will start with this muscle from the thumb. Needs to be right here, I think. Then let's just draw in the thumb real quick. about here. This is our muscle. And now we need to draw the index finger. It's very spread apart. That's a cool pose. And we can also draw in this line, you see? The hand is very big because it's very near to us. There's a knuckle. And there's another one. It's also not as hard as you would think. Just pay attention before you draw along. Really check out what you see and then draw it. Should work. About that. Doesn't look too bad. This needs to be a bit more on this side. So here we have our left hand. And of course we also want to draw in some of these. There is the middle of the body, which is a little bit here, and then we need to do this bow down there for our typical chest stomach muscle combination, like that. And of course some nice ribs. I always draw them way more in my style because I'm so used to those, and I like my ribs, so don't want to alter these. And there's the face, there's a line for the eyes. I always draw kind of an eye in between, so I know where the eyes need to start. And lately I found out that actually it's a bit, with the heroes, it's a bit more than an eye. Draw a little bit more than one eye in the middle, then you're where you need to be. Okay. There's our head. Quite simple because there's not much going on here. No nose, no mouth. That's what I like. That's what I like on a superhero's head. Some small ears, don't make them too big, otherwise he looks like the Batman. And we see a little bit of the neck. Not a lot, but still. There's even this muscle to be seen, which means there should be our collarbone. Also here. And we could also draw in the muscles right there. This one took quite a while, but I had to erase a little bit, and it's not the easiest pose to draw. Maybe especially since there's so much black, which makes it a bit harder to see everything and get everything right. But at least you will have the opportunity to draw it now from this one, which should be way easier than to use this one with all the strong blacks. Now I want to find out how he drew this. This is a little bit crazy. This is crazy. I guess that's about what he did right there. And you can see there's also another thing we need to draw here. Some extra muscles. Yeah, that's about that. Okay, and oh, you know what? Let's just draw in the muscles of the legs real quick. They should be done in a jiffy. Remember football shapes. Football after football. And we are done with this one. Okay guys, and to mix it up, I want to draw a head now, and let's go ahead and draw the Daredevil head. So this might be a tough one, I have a feeling, but let's just try it out. Let's just start with a circle. You know what? It's too large. I don't want to draw so many details. Okay, let's make it a bit smaller. So there's a circle, and the middle of the face is like this because it's looking upwards. And the eye line is here, which means there are the eyes, and then it makes a curve like that. The eye line, and yeah, now we try and start to find the position of the eyes. I draw my ghost eye in right here, and make sure to still leave a bit, because like I told you earlier, they need to be further apart a bit, not just one eye. And the same, not really the same goes here, because we have foreshortening here, so I will draw the eye in right here. It's very important to get the eyes right, that's why I like to do them first. And then you can draw in the skull if you like. Would be like this, at least the for the eyes. Here we have this line right here. This is a very important one. And let's just go ahead and use the line from the skull to define our eyebrows, like that. So there are the eyebrows. Could be standing up a little bit more. So there are the eyebrows, and of course they lead to all these folds. The eyebrows actually need to go a bit more in like that. It's also very hard to read because there's already so much shadow in there. So I will do a lot of these just by freestyling and do it the way I would do them, because it's not so important to get every detail right, but you know that. There's the head. You can see usually when you draw a head, can you see it right here? When you draw a head, you can do it like this from the front, the thirds from the cut off circle, and then here would these are the ears, and where the ears start there would be the eye line. There are the eyes, and they are, there's the chin, and they are about in the middle, the eyes, you know. This is like almost the same space like this one, but not in this case because he's looking up, and so this will get smaller and this will get larger, which means you can see there's just a little space. Yeah, I think I made my point. Just be very aware of that. And the nose goes down right here. Let's just draw in the nose as it is. You know, you could draw a line from here to the nose, because that's the other thing. When you do it mathematically correct, the nose would be like that. But not in this case, because the eyes, like I told you earlier, very often they need to be a little bit more apart than the actual phantom eye. But there's our phantom eye, and we can use that to know where the nose should end. I hope you can get what I mean, but I think you can. You're smart guys. You will be able to follow along. So there's a very big chin because it's nearer to us. So this is the main essence, and here should be the eye. I need that. The ear. I need that for just to know where I am, and because of that, I know where the jawbone needs to be. And just like that, we have the main features in, and can draw the mouth. if you take a closer look, no, it's perfect. Actually, it's perfect. The mouth is in the middle of the nose, that's for sure. Like that. So there's our mouth. And also the lips right there. A little bit. You know what? I drew it a little bit too small and too up there. Because the whole area is nearer to us than I recognized. Which means it's supposed to be bigger. In comparison to the eyes, the mouth is already a little bit bigger. Which means also this space between the nose and the mouth needs to be a bit bigger. I think that's the case. I'm pretty sure about that. So this looks more right already, and you can see I've made this, but actually the chin should be more like that. But that's okay. You can say that was a help line, even if it wasn't. I tend to do bigger necks than Dave does. But in this case I will try to keep it true. It's about here where he comes out with the neck. This is an interesting one. I've never drawn this one so up high. Usually I do all these around here, but that's cool. Okay, there's this muscle right there. The one from the ear, the most important one, who defines so much from our neck. I will get rid of this help line so you can see properly. This line I did way too extreme, just like this. And there's the Adam's apple. And this is supposed to be, well, I'm not sure. It's almost the collarbone. Okay. So we got that. We also want to define these very important landmarks. You know what? I will do this a little bit harder so you can see it properly. Because these are right, if you ask me. They are sticking out a little bit more, but I like this better, so let's just stick with it. Yeah, and you can see Dave does these very extreme, so let's try and do it as well. It starts around here, goes down. Yeah, I guess that's about it. More like here. I was too low with that. And there's this muscle from the jaw, like that. And there's the part of the costume. It's the same with the Batman. And the part of the costume goes up there. That's not the same. Batman has it here, but Daredevil needs to breathe a little bit more easy. And there's the other part of the costume. Since we are just doing the head, I want to also do the parts of the costume. There's the horn. And am I right? Yeah, I guess I'm right. And of course, then the other horn needs to be about here. Don't just try to match the reference. Try to understand it and use help lines like these, so you know where to put everything. Out of two reasons. First, because you saw it on the reference, and second, because you understand what you're doing. Okay, what else is important? I guess we figured out the main thing. He has a little bit of a thicker lip than I usually draw, but they need to be drawn like this because drawing is quite big. Just to make it a little bit easier to understand, I will get rid of the wrong lines. There's also a cool dynamic line right here. I like it, I want to try it out. That looks good. It's like this one from Greg Capullo. Also a very dynamic line. But let's stay true to David Finch. I need to do a study stream on Greg Capullo actually. Such a great artist. Oh yes, I will do that soon. If I don't forget. If you like it, let me know down in the comments. Or let me know which artist you would like me to cover with a video like that. Or if you would prefer something else entirely. Just let me know. But all in all, I have to say, we captured the essence right there. And yeah, there's this one. These are also just shadows, but the main form would be like that. The Adam's apple is very big on this one. So I guess that's it. And this, my friends, is it for today's video. Okay people, like I just said, this was it for today. I hope you had fun drawing along. Don't forget to do those a couple of times. Don't miss out on my Instagram experience. There are a lot of extra tutorials for you to draw along as well. And yeah, have a great day. Don't forget to draw every day. Make sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel if you should be new, and turn on the post notification bell so you won't miss out on any of my other videos. And now I want you guys to go and check out this playlist. That's where I have really good comic book tutorials. Those are my best videos, so see you there, pick a few and have fun watching and learning. See you there, my friends.